night is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. I get nothing. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Craft Addict K. I'm Carla.
And I'm Sam.
And this is our final 12 days of Christmas Vlogmas wrap-up final day. And I thought we'd go out with some blingy style and bring Samantha in too to tell you all what, Samantha?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
Yeah.
Okay, so guess what? We got lots of stuff to show you. Well, not a lot of stuff, but yeah, kind of a lot of stuff. Christmas was, I know it's very distracting, but
It's
I
hard to
couldn't
look
help
at.
myself. I had to wear them. Samantha's like, I can't even look at you and take you seriously. But it's Christmas, so gotta have some fun with Christmas, right? Might be my new style. Okay, so let's talk about my whips, because I did whips, Samantha, while you was lounging around, sleeping. Double, Toil and Trouble. It's actually called Toil and Trouble by Plum Street Sampler, and that is my working copy. We're jumping right into the whips.
You're selling Halloween stuff on Christmas?
No, this was started yesterday.
Oh, Christmas Eve.
And I am doing 25 count 1/1, and this is Fire, Burn, and it's my 200 stitches, so it is now an official No New Starts whip, which, by the way, we just posted a video. If you're not in the No New Starts group and you saw that video post on my feed, it is because I'm one of the admins for the No New Starts 2022, and our yearly event is the road trip, which I'm kind of leading, or not really leading, co-leading with other people, but anyway, with Lisa Lane and Nat from Nat Stitches, Knitting Nat Stitches, and a slew of admins that are helping us. And we had our first giveaway, and so I wanted to make it very apparent and open, and so I taped it. And the only way I know to do that is to tape it, post it up on YouTube so I can tag it into the Facebook group. If you're not in the group, it's not too late. No New Starts 2022 officially will close to any new members at midnight, December 31st. So you're not too late if you want to join in on the fun. You do have to participate to be in that group. This year, if you do not participate, in other words, we're doing your album checks every quarter and you show no progress, you will be removed from the group, and that's just because we're not going to be having spectators this year. It's a lot to go through. Our group is over 300 members, close to 400 last time I saw, and that's a lot for any of the admins and moderators to be able to keep track of and go through. I might give myself a seizure with these lights. Oh my goodness. All right, so I'm going to turn these lights off.
Your new style, though.
Oh, the blinking. Oh, here. We'll just stop them from blinking because the blinking was getting to me. All right, so anyways, and that's mainly to help the admins to kind of keep things cleaned up. We also have a separate group called No New Starts Road Trip. That is the 2022 road trip. You have to be an active member in No New Starts 2022 to be a participant and a member in the No New Starts 2022 road trip, because the road trip is our annual event. We had to create two separate groups because of all the things that are going on in the road trip. It was just too much to put with all the events that are going on in the main group. So I hope I didn't confuse anybody, but if I did, reach out to me. I'd be happy to help you out. So, anyways, I've been working. I've got like 6 days left, and I've been working on getting through all my starts, and Samantha's been picking them out for me. You should not be surprised by that. You picked it out.
I wasn't surprised. I was just commenting. I have been picking them out.
I know she's got to pick out some more because I'm working on the last one she picked out. Okay. So, the other start I had was Lila Studios Holiday Quaker. I know the light is glaring. I apologize, but it is what it is. It is Christmas after all. And I am putting this on a 32 count Picture This Plus fabric called Ariel. And this is going to be really, I think it's perfect fabric. And all I have is 200 and I believe 2 stitches is how much I actually ended up getting last night before going to bed. Right over here in the bottom corner, you can see my trees. But back here, this is true to color. you can see my trees. 202 stitches. And this is now in the record books as being an official whip for the No New Starts 2022. And so you know, the No New Starts group, and I haven't talked about it much on my channel, and I should because you guys need to know the fine details. It has 3 pathways. We were very successful with No New Starts 2021. 80 some people, I think it was 83, successfully made it the whole year without more than one free start. Many of them did it with no starts at all for the year. So I think that's phenomenal. So I'm really excited this year. But the No New Starts 2022, we made it a little bit challenging. There's 3 different paths you can follow. I've talked about it before. I'm going to briefly tell you again. Because our name is No New Starts, don't be fooled. There is a pathway, number 1. First pathway is absolutely no new starts. That means no birthday start, no freebie start, absolutely no starts for the year. Then there's a second path that is 22 and 22. That means you have 22 spots for 22 whips, or you could have 10 whips and 10 starts, or whatever fits into those 22 spots. Boy, I got the rabbit ears going.
Yeah, you do.
Then there is the third option, which is the work your whip option. That is the option I am doing. Work your whips. You list all of your whips. They have to have 200 stitches to be considered a whip. When you finish one, you can start one. There's also ways to earn new starts throughout the year in the different challenges. So there will be different ways you can earn additional starts if you want to. That would work for Work Your Whips. So I opted to do Work Your Whips because I'm doing a couple of sows and some round robins this year. So I need to be able to facilitate that. So I could not do No New Starts. I had way too many projects to even think about doing 22 and 22 because I stitch big projects and I know that my big projects aren't going to be a finish. I'm just looking for progress this year. I have mixed in a lot of my new starts are smaller projects, so I've been mixing those in. And so it's going to be fun. There's 3 paths, so you know it caters to whatever your stitching style is. There is files to read, there's videos. We've done many videos that are posted out there on explaining that, the main challenge event, and explaining the No New Starts road trip event. So some of you that watch this video, I know, or that are subscribed to us, thank you. You've jumped onto my crazy train, and I love it. You've reached out to me. You've watched my video on my planning book, and I'm so excited. I'm getting into my planning book because now the next year's stuff is starting to roll out. Everybody's getting their January monthlies ready, and
Everybody's planning.
I'm ready for the whip go numbers. Come on, Jesse. It's Christmas. Give it to us early. Christmas. Okay. So, all right. Enough about the No New Starts, huh? You want to talk about them anymore?
You do you.
You do you, boo. All right. I don't think she can. She's just really struggling. You want me to take these off?
You do whatever you want, man. You're Christmasified.
All right. I'm Christmasified. Is that better?
It's like a little bow on
remember
top
me?
of you.
So, it is Christmas Day, by the way.
And if you didn't know.
In case you didn't know, it is the last day, or 12 days of Christmas. This is a channel about cross stitch. This last 12 days, I have ventured down many paths of crafts that I've done. Diamond painting. Ooh. Yep. I've been doing my little half hour a day, getting a little bit more done on my little diamond painting back there. I was supposed to bring you crochet. I have a crocheted item.
You crocheted that?
I did not crochet this. Actually, this was crocheted for me by one of my patients that I had. She has now since passed away. And she crocheted this for me. And it's beautiful. It actually is on, typically, I have it on my nightstand. But it is obviously beautiful. And every time I see it, I think of her. But she made this for me. Look, I already got a piece of floss that hitched a ride on there. And I love it. I love it. Love doilies. People don't make these things anymore. She also made, and I had gifted, because she knew my sister, and at the time we were really into quilting because I've shared my quilts with you all. She made things that she calls sewing skirts. So if you have a sewing machine, the skirt is the little part that goes underneath your spool of thread so that it doesn't scratch the machine. They call it a little skirt. Most of the time on the new machines, there's like some felt, red felt there. But what she did is she crocheted me a bunch of these center pieces. And this little center part would go down over the part where your bobbin of thread goes. And it's would keep your machine from getting scratched up. And so she gave me many different colors of them. I gifted them to people over the years, and that was what she liked to do, and her daughter encouraged her, and we had really great visits whenever I went to go see her. I was a home health nurse. I still work for the same agency, but I don't get out to see patients anymore. I'm more in the office at this point doing management type stuff, but I always miss my patients. And every now and then I run into her daughter, so it's nice. Okay.
Okay.
I got one more thing to show you, because I do crochet. For real, I do. But it's not in here.
Haven't done it.
There's a lot of yarn in there, but my crochet is not in there. I don't know what I did with it.
Did you actually crochet some?
I did. Here, it's in this bag. Because why put it anywhere else? Okay, so just to prove to you, I was going to bring you a blanket I crocheted. I did.
Drop.
There went my crochet hook. So this was a pattern that I saw that is supposed to be like one of the wraps that goes around.
Oh yeah, I forgot you were doing that.
Yeah,
thing.
it goes like around your neck, like a couple. You can.
It's infinity scarf.
Infinity scarf. Thank you, Samantha.
You're welcome.
It's an infinity scarf. So I was working on that. Can't lose the Christmas trees, my goodness. And that's as far as I got, like 5 rows of double crochet, basically, is all it is a double crochet. But I like the color, so that's as far as I got. I haven't been back in it, but I do it. I do it every now and then. So crocheting to me is like the winter sport of crafting, because you can stay warm. And many times I've thought about taking this out and just making myself a blanket, because that's easier. Okay. All right.
Gee, but it takes longer.
We had, I wanted to show you, my mom got me for Christmas this, she sent this to me, and it's, what's it say, Joy Sunday cross stitch. It looks like, I haven't even, I'm going to open it with you guys. It's a kit. It's got all the flosses on the cards. Okay. But I saw this, and I've never ever done one of these, so it'll be interesting. It's a stamped cross stitch. So I've never done one of these, but I'm kind of curious now. I'm going to have to watch some videos. How do you do stamped cross stitch? Because I only know how to do counted cross stitch. But
I think you'll get it.
It'll be interesting.
Looks pretty simple to me.
It does. It's not overly huge. It is full coverage. It's not overly huge.
It reminds me of that one thing with like looked like a crochet hook, and like the yarn was like cut up.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah. You're talking about latch hook rug.
Yeah, probably. Reminds me of those things.
Yeah, we used to have those. Those used to be a big popular thing. Do you latch hook? Do you remember latch hooking? It used to be really popular.
I know we got one in the basement.
Yeah, we got probably a couple of them down there. So I wanted to show you that if you've not seen it. I'm not sure where she got it. This one's called Kiss the Snowman, and it's on a 14 count. It does have the directions on the back. So, I don't know. Might be interesting to try. Of course, if I don't get 200 stitches in it, I'm not going to be trying it this year. Okay, I'm being silly. All right, so we got some Stitchy Kindness, and
Everything is misplaced, apparently.
oh, there we go. No, so we got some Stitchy Kindness today, so I have to give them a shout out. First, I'm going to say I was checking in my email, and sadly, my Dubco frame got returned to Russia by customs. So they are shipping it again.
That'll be another 3 months.
I'm so disappointed. I really am. I'm like anxiously waiting my Dubco frame because I've got a whopper big, super sized, 110 centimeter wide. That's 42 inches wide project. And I was really hoping my Dubco frame would be here before the end of the year so that I could get my stitches on it comfortably. Now I'm going to be standing on my head to try and get them in, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to balance it somehow and figure it out. But while I was in my email, I was surprised by a random act of kindness called a rack, other words, rack, from my friend Hannah Dowling. She apparently was in Heaven and Earth Designs and was flipping down through people's wish lists, and she saw artwork by Tara Lesher on my wish list and decided I needed it. And it really brightened my day, and I want to say thank you to her, and I did, but I want to... This is, I'm trying not to get so much glare, Rosie's Lunch Break. And if you know me, you know I'm into the patriotic, plus the fact that it's Rosie. Like my daughter is all about Rosie the Riveter. So I think it's cool. And I love the flag. I just love it. So thank you very much. And I don't know that this will be a start this year, but it might be my, you did it. Here, you've earned this reward. So this might be one of my WhipGo rewards. If I do a full coverage on a board, maybe this will be one of my prizes. I can start Rosie the Riveter's lunch break. Sounds like a plan, right?
Sounds like you already have it set in stone.
Oh, well, you know. Okay,
know.
you know. Yesterday, when I posted the video, I said Samantha wouldn't let me open up our present.
Mm-hmm. Because it was basically Christmas.
It was, she says, well, I don't want to say our present, because I really didn't know what it was. It was a box that was addressed to both me and Samantha. So I figured it had nothing to do with No New Start donations. And she said, no, you're not opening it till tomorrow. So we saved it for the very last gift that we opened today. And I don't know about you and what your rituals are regarding traditions. But in our family, it's usually somebody's keeping the biggest prize in the background, the one that everybody's most eager to open, doesn't come out until you think everything's done. And today, that was this. This box came out when we were thinking everything was done, and Samantha was like, oh, but no, we have another box. So, and she got this cute hat.
I did.
Okay. So the hat wasn't in the box.
As a side note.
As a side note, I got her the hat. But in the box was this hot pad. Look at, with the traveling, how awesome is this? Like, I just want to crawl in the car and go. Like, just, this is awesome. So this is perfect. Plus the road trip event, like, I'm just so excited about the whole thing.
You're ready.
I am so ready. And then, and by the way, this came from Colleen, and I always get Corinne and Colleen mixed up, so please, I hope I'm saying this right, because Corinne is mom, Colleen is the daughter, right? And Leah is their other daughter that diamond paints and makes other things for their shop. So I believe this one came from Colleen. Gosh, I'm telling you. I'm sorry if I'm getting it wrong. I don't mean to. I promise. Check this out. It is so cute. I love it. Now, look, it's got the Christmas tree. Look at the door. It's got a little wreath on the door. Oh my gosh, I'm just in love. Well, then when you turn it on, it lights up. And I know that you're not seeing it in its full glory lit up because I got a spotlight ring light right here in front of me. But I'm telling you, trust me when I tell you, this is adorable. I love it. So thank you so much. You pegged my style for sure. And it is, I'm going to leave it up probably all year. I'll be honest, because I just love it. So it's going to stay up all year. Thank you so very much. Look at, you can see through the hole. Like you can see, like, and the lights. Oh, it's perfect. All right, let me turn it off, because I don't want to get in trouble. So, oh, there we go. So, now you can see if I turn it off, you can see now. There's no light. There's light.
Let there be light.
You remember those? Do you remember? I know Corinne doesn't, or Corinne may. I know Colleen doesn't. She's too young. When you were younger, I'm sure that somebody had a tree and they had like these little lights that would go into the tree and you would turn it on and it would light up, like a light bright kind of thing. I remember my grandma had one like that. So it's just, isn't it funny, the gifts and things that takes you down memory lane? And I can tell you another story. My grandparents actually had a camper that was very much like this. And my grandmother never drove a day in her life. Never had her driver's license, never drove a day in her life. We always drove her anywhere she needed to go. Well, my grandpa would hook up the camper and he would take her to like the mall. And he would lay out in the camper and read his Bible and just take naps. And then when she was ready to go, she'd come out of the mall and knock on the camper door and tell him to drive her back home. He'd come out of the camper, he'd get into the vehicle that was towing the camper, and he'd drive him back home. So, nice. And it was very much like this. So, just nostalgic memories. So I wanted to share that. The other thing that was in the box was just, and Leah, I believe, made this. And I hope I'm saying Leah's name right. I've not met her yet. I've only heard great things about her. She makes wonderful things I purchased from their shop. This is Grace Note Stitchers, by the way. And I thought, oh my goodness, this is perfect. So, look at, hopefully I can get this. Do you see the camper? Oh my gosh. And look, a snowflake. And there's a candy, peppermint candy, and a little stocking. And it's got both a keychain, key ring, and it's got one of the, I think they're called alligator clasps.
The hook.
It's a hook. A hook.
Simple terms. It's a hook.
I could use this as bling on my floss drops. I could use this as a keychain if I wanted to put my keys on there. I think it's too cute for that. Or I could use it for a zipper pull. I could use it for a scissor fob. Look. And I know it's for me and Samantha, and I will share. But how cute is that? I just think that is just adorable. So, thank you very much, Leah. Just love it. Is it Leah or Leanne? I think it's Leanne. I am so sorry. I'm pretty sure it's Leanne. Tell me. I'm probably all messed up. But I know it came from my lovely friends on the other side of Pennsylvania. And I can't wait to meet them in person in February when they come to the Steel City Stitchers Retreat. So I'll get to meet Hannah in person, and I'm going to get to meet Corinne and Colleen in person, so that's so exciting. And Samantha and I are going to go and have dinner with them. So we get to say hi and meet in person. I'm excited. Okay. The last thing before we say goodbye is our final Silks for You Advent calendar, the very last one, and I'm going to let Samantha open it. If you have not gotten yours, look away. It says Merry Christmas, and this is the last final, go ahead, of what was sent to us.
Ooh, that's different. There you go.
You're going to take it out of the bag? Do you know what that is?
Do I know what it is? It is material of... Wow, look at all that blue thread.
Wow, this is silk threads.
Yeah.
I believe what I got yesterday was a half a hank.
So blue.
This is a full hank. My goodness, is that blue.
That's like a mermaid's hair.
It is a mermaid's hair. That is beautiful. As you know, the theme this year seems to have been peacocks. So we will insert a picture here of all the gifts from this 12-day Advent. I hope you've had fun opening and joining us while we open these. When I say we, it's been me until today. Beautiful silk. I just see a long dog in my future, or maybe a modern folk embroidery, or there's another one that does really good ones. What is it called? It begins with an L.
Lila Studios.
No, it's not Lila Studios. It's can't think of it now. My mind just went completely blank. Can you blame me? It is Christmas. December 25th, 2021.
What a year.
It has been quite the year, and we are excited for an even better 2022.
Oh my goodness.
Anything you want to say?
I really hope 2022 is better than the past 2 years. It's been a while.
Been a little rough. We've been having a good time, just relaxing and enjoying company. Our daughter Rachel called this morning
At
from
3 in the morning. At 6 in the morning.
So Rachel is a little bit of a prankster, and since I made the comment that this year we would actually be able to sleep in, I'm thinking that Rachel decided that Samantha didn't have her here to wake her up, because when she's here, she wakes Samantha up all night going, Santa came, we gotta go, Santa came.
She tears my bed apart to wake me up on Christmas.
And she's the oldest one.
She's 4 years older than me.
Yeah, 4 years older than you, and she acts like she's 4 years younger than her. Family memories, right? That's what this is going to be. A lot of memories. You're going to have memories someday.
Yeah.
When you're old like me, you'll remember things like this, and you'll tell her kids. That's the beauty of remembering things. You get to tell the kids. So tomorrow we're going to spend some time with my oldest daughter and our 3 grandchildren, and take them their Christmas presents. So we'll be out and about for a little bit, not staying long, because they don't want to get anything from us. We don't want to give anything to them, but it's time. It is time to spread our wings and kind of go out into the world more. So anything else? Oh, I do need to say one thing. Brian, you have commented on many of my videos, and I want to say a special thank you to you for watching our videos and reaching out, and I would love to be able to help you. You did send me a voice message to my email. I'm not sure how you did that, but I did listen to it today when I was in my email. I don't know that I can help you with that part that you're wanting. But let me think about how I can help you. So let me think about it, and I will get back to you. I will respond to your email. I need more information, like what pattern are you trying to work on? How big is your 14 count fabric? How big is your pattern? And we'll see if I can get you started on the right track. Or at least get you, what I could recommend, Brian, if you're watching this, is you're in California, I believe. So look and see if you can find a local needle shop in your area that you can get to, because they can give you classes and one-on-one instruction and be able to help you more than I'm going to be able to from on the other side of the country. And I want you to have a really good experience. So I would definitely look into that first and see if they can help you get started on the right track. Okay, so, and again, I want to thank not only Brian, but all of you for joining me in the last 12 days of Flossmass. We won't do another video till probably at the end of the year, which, by the way, is next week. I got a lot of stitches to get done, guys. I got to get my albums up. I got to get everything ready. I got to get my planning in. I just got to get it done. So, videos will come a little bit later. Maybe after the first week in January, it's under my belt. But I hope that you've had a wonderful time, as much fun with me as I've had with all of your comments. And yeah,
just listen.
Oh, you're listening. And we want to say to all of you, and even my husband who's in the other room, who I tried to get to come on camera, to tell you all Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.